Hello. For our Project 3, we decided to redesign the UC Shuttle website, and before we get into our redesign, I actually want to quickly go over the original website and show you a few features and what exactly is wrong with it that we aim to fix. So when you first get into the Shuttle website, you'll sort of just see this amalgamation of bus routes and bus stops, and you're not exactly sure what goes where. You sort of see these bus stops on the map, but you don't know what they are. Over here on the left side, you can open it up to see the routes, and then you can go into each specific route and see the bus stops and times. But let's say you want to go between a stop like here and a stop all the way over here. You have no idea how to do that. You're going to have to plan the route yourself. You're not going to know what to do. And even worse, in some of these routes, if the bus isn't active, you try to go into it, it'll give this sort of weird loading screen. It's just not a very sleek design. So altogether, it's just a little too much for a user to look at initially. So what our project aims to do is fix two main things. One is this big cluster of routes. We want to simplify this down into a more simple form so that a user isn't overwhelmed when they first get into a site. And second, we want a way for a user to be able to input two bus stops in for the map to show the route based on that rather than just showing a route and the user having to plan themselves. So with that, we'll now take you to our redesign site.
All right, so just to give a quick overview of our redesigned UC Shuttle application, we do have here on the top left corner some of the general information about the specific route. This could include any announcements that may be important to like the daily operation that you normally see, whether that be like operating hours have changed or anything to do with, oh, there must be an alternative route or some sort of change that students would want to know. And of course, right below it is your selected shuttle alongside the current date. And based on that current date, it will display below there the set hours. And of course, right below that is where you can actually change the route, which my colleagues will discuss here later in the video, to where you can select where you're departing from and where you're going to. And then, of course, sort of like what the different shells are available and their time frames, which again, my colleagues will explain later on. And then of course on the right hand side using the Google Maps API, we do have a working version of the map that you normally would see with the shuttle application, which will highlight to you everything from each stop to the overall route and where the shuttles are currently.
To use the Find Route feature, simply pick your location that you'll be leaving from. In this case, let's say we're leaving from Campus Green Garage, and we want to go to the Kroger. We can then search, and it will automatically find the route and tell you each stop along the way. Now, in this case, you can see that an image icon hasn't loaded. This is a small issue that in the future versions would be patched. To fix this, you can simply just search again, and it will use the bus icon. When you click on the bus icon, it will tell you where the bus is heading and which shuttle it is. Also, each icon will tell you how far away each shuttle is to each bus to this location, or when it's expected to be there next. This is a dynamic map in the sense that you can also update it. So say that we're actually not going to be leaving from Campus Green, but instead we're going to leave from the Graduate Hotel. It will automatically re-update the map and show you the updated path it will take. You can do this both with the departing from and destination, and the buses will automatically filter to where they're supposed to go.
The timetable portion of our project shows each of the shuttles and how far away they are from the current location. So incremented by 5 minutes. This is at the beginning, it would be when the shuttle arrives, and at the end is when you would arrive at your destination location. You can scroll sideways in case you want to adjust the size of your screen and you can't see all of the shuttles, and then adjust the departing time by either see, these will adjust. You can click here and each of the shuttles will adjust. So this timetable shows just the next 60 minutes.